Liner toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And the run will score as the Cardinals are on the board first. It's 1-0.
That will drive a pitching coach crazy. He has the hitter down 0-2 in the count, and instead of making him chase at something off the plate, he grooves one that's driven down the line for a run-scoring double. Have to make better pitches on an 0-2 count.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside. Now the 2-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. And it misses. 3-1 now. Waiting on deck, there's Yadi Molina. The 3-1 pitch. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. Jerko, the runner at second with one away. High in the air down the right field line. On the move is Braun, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. And deep to right center. Kane on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out. So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Changeup in for a strike. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw goes to third, and the decision to take a shot at third backfires as he's in there safely.
Took a real risk by going after the lead runner there heading into third. That's always a tough call, and it's hard to fault them for being aggressive. But you hate not to get an out when the batter was giving himself up.
In there at the knees, strike 1. We're in the second with the Redbirds holding a 1-0 lead. But an easy play over at first to glove it, and the side is retired. A great look at the famous Gateway Arch here this afternoon. 630 feet high and a symbol of this great Midwestern city. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off to third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Ready now, Jonathan Villar. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounded to short. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out. But in a hurry, he might ask for that out call to be reviewed.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays, and looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
Standing in now, Brent Suter. Popped him up. Garcia shading to his right, and that's the third out. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. It remains 1-0. Here's Dexter Fowler now as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
First delivery to him on the way. This one skied out toward right. Braun giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Greg Garcia, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. In there, 0-1.
The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 is so monumental, and this guy has been on top of his game all day, attacking the zone and getting ahead of these hitters.
On to first, and very quickly, 2 are gone here in the home third.
Now batting, center fielder.
Now batting, Tommy Pham hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. 2 out, nobody on. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals, but they lead it 1-0. In now is Lorenzo Cain, back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
That's a hit, the first of the game for Milwaukee.
Hey, right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Coming to the plate now, Christian Yelich, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Line towards center field. And that's in there, base hit. The throw into second, but he is in there as they can't get him at second.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes, aggressive style. First pitch, base hit up the middle.
Here's Ryan Braun now. Hit down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. He'll come home with it. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Stepping in now, Eric Thames. And, pretty nonchalant that time by Molina as that pitch gets away. The throw is low, and he can't make the pick. Thought about going for second, but instead, now they've got him in a pickle. And they'll run him down and tag him for the out. And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0.
Great situation to be up at the plate right now. But if you're on the mound, there is absolutely no reason to give in to him. Stay on the outer quadrants of the plate and don't get beat in the middle.
Hard hit ball to second. Jerko has it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile, the runner is in to score.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
At the plate, Travis Shaw. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch on its way. Line toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
The 0-2 home. Grounded back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So two. Leading off the inning, Paul DeYoung, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
Now a fastball. Oh, look below the knees, but he rings him up anyway, and there's one gone. Here's Marcell Ozuna, hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball one. So 1-1 to short. And there are two away now.
Now batting.
Here's Jed Jerko now.
Jed Jerko.
Now he'll step off. And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with two away.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Riding in once again, Jose Martinez comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Jerko leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Skied down the left field line. Yelich is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. One left for the Cardinals. They still trail it here 2-1. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Pham has a read on it. 1 away. Next for Milwaukee, Jonathan Villar. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. Short, hit hard. And that's the second out.
Up next for Milwaukee, pitcher.
So now the Brewers pitcher, Brent Suter. He popped out in his first trip. First offering on its way. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Jerko fields it cleanly, and the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
You know, D-Row, that looked like a base hit all the way up the middle. A nice job there by the second baseman to get to it and make that jump throw to first base.
Yeah, one of the tougher plays in our game. A lot of great second basemen in our sport make this look easy, but I'll tell you what, it's not. To throw the ball to first base while your entire body and momentum is headed towards left field is one of the most difficult things to do in our sport.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Brewers strand one. They lead it 2-1. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian here, as it'll be Yadier Molina to lead things off. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one. Molina, who goes just by Yadi most of the time, is a 15-year major league vet, so it's been quite the career for him. Grounder down the line at third. This will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Right side hit hard, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Hey, right here, anytime a leadoff hitter gets on in front of the pitcher, it puts the defense on notice. You're going to see the third baseman creeping in. You're going to see the first baseman crashing, trying to get that out at second base. But if not, make sure of one.
One there, on to first, a double play.
Now batting.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Dexter Fowler. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one just missed outside.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
1-1. Taken, strike 2. Turned on down the line. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. Hit back up the middle. Oh, a reaching try as he knocks it down, and they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Now batting. Third baseman.
Ready for another shot now.
Garcia.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
And he falls behind 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Cards leave one. They're down 2-1. Digging in and looking for more, Christian Yelich. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Just a tick behind for a strike. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
The right fielder, number 8, Ryan Braun.
Here's Ryan Braun now. First pitch of the at-bat. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
You could just see this guy out on the mound right here. Just the body language. He knows he's on top of his game. Executing a nasty slider down the way right there, giving this offense no chance.
And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it, so that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
In now, Eric Thames. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike. One. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Back goes Fowler to the track, and it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot to right center. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and it gives the Brewers a 3-1 lead.
Boy, that's a late mistake that could prove to be fatal. It's only a solo shot, but with the way their starter is throwing it, that could be enough to seal the deal.
Now batting.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. To right field and absolutely hammered. Forget about making a play on that ball. It's way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo home run there for Travis Shaw. Second home run early in the year, and the Brewers have moved to a 4-1 lead.
That's not an easy thing to do, to go back-to-back. When the guy in front of you goes deep, you walk up to the plate and you feel like, hey, I'm going to do what he just did. How about that? Back-to-back bombs.
Here goes Cardinal manager Mike Matheny on his way out to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Into the box now, Manny Pena, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Hit on the ground to short. And not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2 pitches to get the ground ball, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. Part of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. It's the Brewers 4 and the Cardinals 1. Digging in, Tommy Pham. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Center fielder, Tommy Pham.
Corey Knebel enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 46, Corey Knebel.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Braun on the move, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Lifted down the line and left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Braun coming on, but he won't get to it, and this should put him in scoring position to start the inning. And he is into third base here with a leadoff triple.
Other than a home run, there aren't a whole lot of better ways to start an inning than a triple. Pretty good chance of at least getting one run in this inning now.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 4-2 game.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on the swivel.
Here's Jed Jerko now. His head-to-head numbers against Corey Knebel. He's 0 for 4. And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Jose Martinez.
Jacob Barnes takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. From the belt, kicks and deals. No balls and 1 strike. Skied into straightaway right. Braun on the run. Oh no, looked like he had it, but it goes right by him.
You don't think fielding is important? Instead of a routine out, you got a guy standing at second base after a 2-base error. We'll see if the pitcher can pick him up.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. The 1-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. Cards forced to settle for 1. Into the box now, Orlando Arcia. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped him up. Martinez is there for it. Makes the play. 1 away.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Jonathan Villar.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jonathan Villar. Pitch on the way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. The 1-1 is in off the plate. Hit hard on the ground is short. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The batter, pitcher, Jacob Barnes.
Jesus Aguilar will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now. And that's on the outside corner. 1-2.
1-2.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers, as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Colton Wong is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. Boone Logan is into the ball game now, as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Leading off for the Cardinals, second baseman, Colton.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Wong, born in the Aloha state of Hawaii. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
The 1-1. Hit on the ground to third. Shaw gloves it, and he goes to second with it. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely.
Hey, that's a heck of an approach right there. Leadoff single in the late innings. Team's down a little bit. Let's see if this ends up being a huge turning point in this one.
Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
2 balls and no strikes to the Cardinals center fielder. Now the 2-1. The count now at 2-2. Wong on at first, nobody out. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. As we look at all 5 pitches, notice the location of all 5 down in the zone. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
Now at the plate, Greg Garcia, who struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that one just missed outside. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Now the 1-1 pitch. Strike two swinging. 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Cardinals to this point. Line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
He doubled up on the heater right there. First one he blew right by him. Second one, timing was on point, and he was able to.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Tommy Pham tripled and scored in his last at-bat, and we'll see what he does for a follow-up act here. Way in front of a great slider that time.
Man, the Redbirds, they've been struggling all game long. They've yet to been able to get that big hit. This is the time for the big hit for the Redbirds.
Snap throw to third. Josh Hader comes on to pitch from bullpen now in an unexpected move. He's their closer, so it's a surprise to see him here in the 7th. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Two and 1. Hader has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2.
Big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Paul DeYoung stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. The 1-0. Throw down to third. Set. Here comes the 1-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
With runners on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes, this is a big next pitch for both sides.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled away. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. And he struck him out. So a masterful job of being thrown into the fire and getting the big strikeout to end the inning. Cards strand a couple. Still, John BREW has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th. Now back to the top of the Milwaukee order, digging in Lorenzo Cain. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses. The Redbirds entered the day looking to wrap up a big series sweep, but it's going to take some late game heroics in order to make that a reality.
Never easy to sweep any team, but this is a close one, and there's an old saying in baseball, a bloop and a blast, and if they can stay close, get a base hit, get somebody to hit one out of the ballpark, they're not out of this one yet.
The 2-1 home. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. And for the opposition, wrapping this up and salvaging a win would at least make their trip out of here a little more pleasant.
This could be just what the doctor ordered. Nobody likes to get swept on the road, so winning this one could be big for building back team morale.
Three-two pitch. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning. In is Christian Yelich. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Hits are even at 7 apiece. And he misses low with it. 2-0.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Pham is after it, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Here's Ryan Braun now. Kane runs. Oh, and they've got him picked off. And they've got the runner hung up between first and second. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Big mistake there. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a foul tip held on to here at strike 1. Ball 1. The 1-1 will be a base hit into center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Eric Thames will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hard hit to first. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
First offering on its way. Line toward right center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Here's Marcell Ozuna. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 0-1. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. Line towards center field. Kane patrolling center makes the play. 1 out. Here's Jed Jerko now. He was given a free pass via the intentional walk last time. And they'll issue the intentional walk here. Interesting decision with the bases empty and 1 away.
Up next for the Cardinals, third baseman, Jose Martinez.
Ready once again, Jose Martinez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He's set and the pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. That's wide. 2-0. Now the 2-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. Grounded back up the middle. And that gets through for a one-out base hit.
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no one has been able to come up with that big knock.
Well, you know what, Dilo, this pitcher's kind of worked around trouble the entire time so far. Another inning brewing right here. Let's see if they can't get a big hit here right here and bust through in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
And he fouls this one off. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
That's a good but risky take there. On 0-2, some umpires have no problem ringing you up on a pitch that close.
And another foul ball. The 1-2. Another one sent foul. Again, a 1-2. And we'll see another pitch here as this ball's chopped foul at home plate. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really their zone to protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. And a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Brewers 4 and the Cardinals 2. Luke Gregerson enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Striding in to start the 9th, Manny Pena, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
1-1. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And now that'll hop over the wall. So he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double.
Pretty good swing right there as he drives this ball deep. One hops over the wall, and he can just walk into second base with a ground rule double.
Domingo Santana will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 16, Domingo Santana.
First pitch is just slider down low. It's 1-0. In his career, Santana sitting under 300, but not by a lot. And as pitchers go, that's really an impressive number.
You know, Matty, you could throw out batting average when you're working with an OPS north of 800. This guy does damage and would be in my lineup every day of the week.
A swing and a liner to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And this will add on to their lead. It's now a 5-2 ball game.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Swing and a liner. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. Get up there, big fella, and take away a hit at third. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon. Oliver Drake is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Oliver Drake.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. He's set. Here it comes. Out in front, but this is skied into straightaway right. Braun is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. One away. Striding into the box, Greg Garcia. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. 1 out, nobody on. And it's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. And now he'll reconsider as he looks for a strikeout pitch. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Now in the box, Tommy Pham. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. Here's the first pitch to him. Rounded down the third baseline. Shaw fields it cleanly. Throw to first here in time for the final out, and the Brewers will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
5-2 the final today. The Brewers took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Brent Suter takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Oliver Drake closes the door for the save, his 1st of the year. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Brewers: 5 runs on 11 hits. With 1 error, they left 5 men on base. For St. Louis, 2 runs on 8 hits. 1 error, they left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 8 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, 46,000. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us in baseball heaven and remind you to please drive home safely.
From the borough of Queens, we're at the home of the Mets, Citi Field. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the New York Mets. It's Mets baseball on the show. Next. Steven Matz gets the call for game 1 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Steven Matz is what they look like. Big, strong guy, 6'4", about 220 pounds. Throws from the left side, smooth gas, 93 to 95. Terrific overhand curveball, and his changeup is getting better all the time. Steven Matz is quality.
Stepping in, Keon Broxton. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Hit hard on the ground to second. Cabrera's up with it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. BREW, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
You know, taking a look at this lineup, Matt, one thing you have to take into account is the variables that you can't control. And that's the wind. It's blowing in. It's howling in. You're going to see some guys in this lineup change their approach. Not be looking for that launch angle and trying to drive the ball out of the ballpark. It's going to take a big man to put one over the wall today.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone.
Right with you.
The 1-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Cespedes on the move. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Hey, there's a hard hit ball that was going to be down for extra bases. The ball had some spring on it, and it bounced over the wall, and the ground rule double puts him on second base without having to leg it out.
Into the box, Manny Pena, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. And he's definitely from the stretch. Down the third baseline. Played on the backhand. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2. So striding forward now, Domingo Santana, runner in scoring position with Sugan.
Domingo Santana.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is line to left, and that's in there, base hit. And the run will score as the Brewers are off to an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
The 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Cespedes is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 2 hits lead to a run here for Milwaukee. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Milwaukee leads it 1-0. Zach Davies will be the man on the mound for the Brewers. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Zach Davies coming on to pitch. Not a big, strong guy, but he's a control guy that pumps the strike zone full of strikes. 89 to 92 miles an hour with sink, has a curveball, has the slider, and also the straight changeup. He needs all four of his pitches, not overpowering. You'll know if he's on early, he'll be throwing a lot of ground balls.
And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. Well, they come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've had a rough go of it of late as they've lost 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
Arcia ranging into the outfield, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Hero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Got him.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
First pitch of the at-bat. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Moving under it, Santana makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Mets. They still try. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Into right field, that's a base hit.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Ryan Braun.
Here's Ryan Braun now. He swings and grounds it to short. He's got it to Cabrera for 1. Back to first, and Braun is retired on the double play ball. At the plate, Orlando Arcia. And as you can see, he's seen that average climb the last week or so. Here's the first pitch to him. Sinker stayed high but called for a strike. Arcia, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Fouled off. The 1-2. Hit to short. Right there is Reyes. Throw will go to Adrian at first, and with it, the side is retired. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Yoenis Cespedes. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1. Well hit, but right into the teeth of the ship. And there's 1 away.
So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Here's Jay Bruce now. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Shaw calls for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting fifth.
Here's Todd Frazier now. Head-to-head numbers against Zach Davies. He's 1 for 3. Hit down the third baseline. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future. So here now is the pitcher, Zach Davies, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Runs up and gets this one down. Cabrera right there. Throw to first is going to beat him, though, as they're able to thwart the bunt attempt. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race. And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Up around the face. Hit back toward the mound. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit. Stepping in, Jonathan Villar. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes. Villar is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon. Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the 2nd out. Big mistake there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss at the bender, and it's even at 1-1.
I know you're standing on the mound. You got 2 quick outs right here, but you have to respect the fact that this lineup can hit you and hit you in a hurry. Number 2 hole batter up at the plate. He has a chance to get on and get the big boys up.
Bouncer up the middle. Reyes ranges to his left. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is. Here's Adrian now. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. Let's see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. The windup and the 0-1. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2 pitches were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. Aguilar is there, and a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting 8th. Catcher.
Standing in, Travis d'Arnaud. He's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
The 0-2 home.
That's a ball.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And Braun will handle this one for route number 2. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Steven Matz. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business. But I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Breaking ball in for a strike. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
Hey, this guy obviously feels he can move traffic right here. He's taking 2 big swings. He's trying to help himself.
And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. VR gonna have to hurry. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. So stepping in, Manny Pena comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Looks like he was trying to bust him inside, and he might have held on to it just a little bit too long. Just like that, the leadoff man is aboard.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Domingo Santana. Runner at first to start the inning, and Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now.
Back-to-back right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
On a rope to the second baseman. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the 1 out. Settling in now, Jesus Aguilar. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves if they don't start putting balls in gaps. This guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
Aguilar swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Good fight to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2. So coming to the plate, Travis Shaw, a base hit in his first trip. First pitch coming, here it is. And he just misses with a curveball.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
The 1-1. There's a swinging bunt up the line. Foul ball, strike 2. Pena is off at first with 2 away. Line to the right side. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the... Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. Slow bouncer to the right side, but that one rolls foul. The 1-2. Freezes him, a strikeout looking.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Here comes the first pitch. Breaking ball taken right down the middle.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. swing and a hard hit ball down the line in right. And this will be off the wall out near the 330 marker. And he'll reach second now with one away.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well-hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
Michael Conforto will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And he takes this one high, 1-1. One out and a runner on second base. To 1-2 now. Little tapper down the first baseline, but it gets foul. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Runner at second here with one man out. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
I tried to backdoor him there, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Waiting his turn on deck, Yoenis Cespedes. Hit hard up the middle. Tough throw to first. Throw got him, and that's a gorgeous play. So striding in, Yoenis Cespedes, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Behind 0-2 now. No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Still no balls and 2 strikes.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
Mets strand one. They trail this one 1.
Leading off for Milwaukee.
First delivery to him on the way.
Ryan Braun.
A ball and no strikes. Line drive to left. Conforto has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
The batter, number 3.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. This is in the air out to right field. Bruce on the run. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Zach Davies. Here's the first pitch to him. Very weakly on the ground, but it's foul, strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw will go to Adrian at first, and with it, the side is retired. Jay Bruce will be the one to lead us off when we return. It's the Brewers 1 and the Mets nothing. Next up from New York, Jay Bruce. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach. Necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get